I love Mexican food. You put a bowl of chips and salsa and queso in front of me, and I am super happy. So let's talk about some Mexican restaurant marketing strategies that I've discovered that have worked really, really well for restaurants that I've worked with, and I know that can work for yours too. Hey, it's Court from Cody Media. I help restaurant owners get butts in seats with digital marketing. So let's dive in and talk about these things. Number one, the first thing that I think is so important for you to do on social media is tell the story of the people in your restaurant. I feel like, and from my experience, when I've talked to owners of Mexican restaurants, they have amazing stories to tell. How they started the restaurant, where the recipes for the food came from. They have such amazing stories. And it is your obligation to tell those stories if you're a Mexican restaurant owner. So create videos where you're telling the story about it, or show throwback pictures of your grandma making those recipes 20, 30 years ago that you're now serving in your restaurant, right? But showcase the people, showcase the customers, and have them say what their favorite item on the menu is. There's so many amazing stories that the people in your restaurant can tell, and you are obligated to tell those stories. It is what will set you apart from other restaurants in town, the big chains that you may be trying to compete with, because you've got that personal touch of the people. And that's who we want to support, especially now during these crazy times of the last couple years. All right, so that's number one. Number two is give us a little bit about the food, and especially how it's made. All right, I call that process, how you make the food, what you do behind the scenes. When I talk to Mexican restaurants, it seems like across the board, fresh ingredients, we make it all in-house. It's not frozen, right? I hear that over and over again. Well, people will believe it when they see it. And so show it. Show how you make your salsa from scratch. Show what you do to make your queso from scratch, all right? Take us behind the scenes and show us what it looks like to make a burrito, put it together or whatever, all right? Because that will help tell a story of the food at your restaurant, that you're not just pulling burritos out of the freezer, right? You're making it fresh right there, all right? So do videos, show photos. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just a quick cell phone video of you making the salsa will just make a big difference in telling that story, all right? Number three, and this is so important, is building a database of customers where you can communicate with them over and over again. Quick story. On the Border just came out with a queso club. I'm going to screw up some of the terms of it, but I believe it's like $1 or $2 to join their queso club, where you get queso every time you come in and visit. All right, it is so smart, because what are they doing? Queso is so cheap for the restaurant. I mean, like a quarter, and they're charging like $3 or $4 for the queso, right? So they're giving you a bowl of queso, all right, every time you visit for $1. But really what they're doing is they're building a database. They're getting emails and phone numbers. So now On the Border can send out messages to people at any time, letting them know about specials, around the holidays, gift cards. They can send out new offers, all right, all the time. So this is how we do it with the Mexican restaurants we work with. We start with a really good irresistible offer. Usually it's a BOGO burrito. Okay, and what we do is we put that out on Facebook, on Instagram. We use QR codes, and we run an ad to build a database, get people to sign up for it, all right? We normally find 10 to 20% will redeem in month one. So don't feel like you're gonna be giving away all kinds of burritos. You're not, all right? But you're building a database, and you're getting awareness. You're generating awareness for your restaurant, because now you can start talking to people. And true story, what you can do is, after you get the BOGO burrito, you can send out text blasts, email blasts, and let people know about specials, drive them in, and then with our software, we track it. We can know exactly what we're doing in terms of sales. So, true story, a Mexican restaurant that I work with, we sent out a blast for a free bowl of queso with any purchase, all right? And it was on a Tuesday. The next morning, the owner texted me, and he's like, okay, we can't do that again unless we were prepared, because we were up 20% on a Tuesday, and we were not prepared for it. Now, that's a good problem to have, right? But imagine if you had that list and you could send out an email and instantly drive people in with some kind of offer like a free queso. I know there's a restaurant in town that for years, this was years ago before Facebook was even a thing, that I would get Valpaks, and in the Valpak it had coupons for free queso. Now, they weren't tracking how much I was spending. You know, they weren't building a database, because every time they wanted to send that coupon out, they had to go back to Valpak, pay to have it sent out to 10, 20, 30,000 households. But imagine if you had your own database and you could just send it to people that already know, like, and trust you. Because I guarantee you a lot of those Valpaks end up in the trash without even being opened. But I know I always went for that. I mean, that queso was such an easy thing. And you can do it too for your restaurant. This is exactly what we do. But if you're looking for ideas, if you're looking for ideas of what to post on your restaurant, your Mexican restaurant social media, I have a Restaurant 365 marketing planner where I have ideas for every single day of the year that you can post on your restaurant social media. Perfect for Mexican restaurants, pizza, bar and grill, any type of hospitality restaurant that you have. So I'll drop a link below for that. So those are some quick ideas. If you have ideas, I'd love to hear them. Drop it in the comments below, and I'd love to learn your ideas as well, things that have been successful for you. So hope you're having a wonderful day. Get out there and kill it, and I will talk to you soon.